very often when I'm working with leaders, I hear comments such as, I just don't know why they don't get it. But how can they not see this? Why don't they understand this? Why aren't they taking the initiative? And sometimes we have to be really careful when we're using the question why, because why can sound very judgmental. It can make the other person feel as though they've done something wrong. So I work with clients and leaders all the time about how they phrase their questions, how they give that feedback to make sure it's done in a much more effective way. And I know how it feels, because sometimes you might really be frustrated internally. Why don't they get that? Why aren't they doing this? We can't lead by osmosis. What you have to do, and this is where I think teams get really frustrated, is there's not a one size fits all style to leadership. You have to adopt a flexible approach. What you need to do in this day and age is really look at the person in front of you. You need to understand them like you would a member of your family. You might not see them, you might only see them once a month, or you might just see them virtually, but really get to know them, get to know how they like to speak, how they like to be communicated, what stresses them out. If you haven't done psychometric profiling or anything like that, that is a must to understand and open up communications, because what seems obvious to you isn't obvious to other people, because our brains work in different ways. So what you need to do is have a look at, what is that employee's experience in the role? Are they new? Have they been there a while? And that means you can decide on whether you need a more instructional kind of leadership, much more directive, or is it more about supporting, or is it more about coaching, or is it more about, do you know what? That person's really experienced. I can take a step back, because if I try and over manage them, they're going to get frustrated with me because they know what they're doing. So adopt a flexible approach. Think about, where are they in their journey? Are they very experienced? Even if they've come from another team, they might be new to your function or new to this way of working. So they might need a bit more support in the beginning. And check in on their motivation as well, because usually I find experience plus motivation really helps you to diagnose what kind of leadership style you're going to take. Are you going to direct? Are you going to support? Are you going to coach? Or can you really step back a bit more, and that person might one day be a successor for you?